So just in case you were wondering if you can use a cheap budget paddleboard for fishing, or if you have to fork out a lot of money to get those expensive paddleboards specifically made for fishing paddleboards, I just wanted to show you what I use for my paddleboard fishing. It is an Aqua Marina Fusion paddleboard. It's this one here. It only weighs about 9 kilos, really lightweight. You can easily carry it around. I had this paddleboard now for probably 4 years. And I used it a lot for fishing since then. I just wanted to show you this paddleboard quickly and what I do with it, how I set it up for fishing. It inflates pretty fast. As you've seen in the intro of this video, I use an electric 12-volt pump that you also use to inflate airbeds and those things. That fits directly onto that valve in the back here. But of course it doesn't have enough power to completely inflate this paddleboard. So I just put that on in the beginning and inflate it as much as this little pump does. And then once I've done that, I just use the standard pump that comes with it to pump in the rest of the air. So the simplest way to go fishing with a paddleboard without any hassle is just take your fishing rod, strap it under these bungee cords, tackle bag or a backpack with your lures and so on, and off you go, you're fishing. Once you get to your fishing spot, you can then either kneel down if it's a little bit wavy, take your rod and start fishing, or you can just, if it's really nice and calm, you just stand up and fish from here. Now this is the easiest way and the quickest way, which I like because I like simple fishing. This method works really good for freshwater fishing, if you fish for trout or bass or something in lakes, you know. Or if you're a little bit worried about puncturing this paddleboard, I don't think you have to worry so much about puncturing it with a fishing hook. The main thing puncturing this paddleboard would be sharp fins from fish, like mainly saltwater fish, snapper and so on. They got really sharp, spiky fins. If you catch one of those and you land it on this paddleboard and slide it back and forth, you want to keep it, there's a high chance that one of those spikes might get into your paddleboard and puncture it. So for that reason, I use a crate, just an old plastic crate, and I just strap that under this bungee cord here, just like so. While I paddle, I can still put my rod in here. This plastic crate is so lightweight, so I can just easily take it like this, carry it to wherever you want to launch your paddleboard. Let's say you're in the water, you caught a nice big fish. You just either catch it with a landing net or you grab it and just put it right into this box. So another really cool tool that I find really useful for paddleboard fishing is a lip gripper. And once you get it here onto the side of the paddleboard, you just use this lip gripper, grip it in its mouth, and then you can actually hold the fish in the water without damaging it or anything. Release the hook and let it go right away. So this is a really good tool to use on a paddleboard. Now I normally don't fish with bait of a paddleboard because I find that way too messy. I prefer lures and soft baits and so on. So yeah, so that's how I set up my paddleboard, how I use it. What's my experience with this paddleboard fishing? Like I said, I like the simplicity of it. It's so easy to carry around, you don't need anything on your roof rack and so on. But there are a few limitations to paddleboard fishing, especially with those inflatable paddleboards. You can't really fish with it in windy conditions. It's almost impossible. If it's only a slight wind, it will blow you around on the water like a leaf, you know. You have no resistance on this paddleboard. Almost a little bit too windy for the paddleboard here. But that offshore, hard to keep paddling against it. Blown off the shore really quick. So there's a bit of a wind channel. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work today. It is really difficult in windy conditions, and also if you get a bit of an offshore wind, it is pretty much impossible to paddle in a standing position into a stronger wind. So you have to kneel down and paddle like this, and this gets really, you know, tough on your knees and so on if you do that. So you're really limited to very, very calm days with paddleboard fishing, and that's a downside compared to kayak fishing. You know, you don't have that many days to choose from. You know, if you got the right conditions, maybe a slight onshore wind or no wind at all, it's really good. But I must say I get a little bit nervous if I paddle too far out, because you never know what happens. The wind might change, or if it gets a puncture or something, it would be a long swim to come back. So you always have to wear a life jacket. But even then, you got to be careful with paddle boards and stay, you know, as safe as possible. Stay as close to the shore as you can. I'm not affiliated with Aqua Marina or anything. I bought this paddleboard 4 years ago to do paddleboard fishing with it. I didn't want to spend an arm and a leg to buy like a really expensive fishing paddleboard, so I opted for a cheap version and just wanted, you know, see how it goes. Caught a lot of fish with it, by the way. And if you consider getting into paddleboard fishing without the big price tag, maybe consider getting a cheap paddleboard like this first and give it a try. If you like it and if you really enjoy paddleboard fishing, you can always get a more expensive setup later on. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also come and visit at fishingreminder.com. We provide the best fishing times worldwide for free. Not only fishing times, but also tide times and full-on fishing, weather charts and so on. We've been doing that for the last 10 years. Those fishing times are pretty good. They really work. So yeah, head out with your paddleboard next time. Check out the fishing times, catch some big fish, and share your photos on fishingreminder.com. Bye bye.